lavender light, and boats slide slow and low. Lilac blooms press near the frame, their shadows stretch and bend. You speak as if your voice could float or simply wish to blend. A spoon spins once then settles still, the liquid amber glows. Your finger traces steam on glass as silence softly grows. The world has edges smooth when seen in pastel truth. The day unfolds. You lean and speak in gentle tones, like stories never told. Within this hue, we start anew, where warmth replaces cold. A breeze rolls petals on the path like notes upon a page. The time is marked in nothing more than drifting sentence sage. The bridge ahead frames moving clouds in picture-perfect rhyme, and everything feels almost paused inside this shaded time. No rush to close the book, just one more closer look. Lilac reflection in every softened face. The world could vanish just like that and leave behind this place. Within this hue, we start anew. No need to chase or trace, so let it be as it now is. A pause, a line, a scene. Lilac reflection of things we might not say, but carry still in mellow chords that drift and walk away. Within this hue, we start anew, and always find our way. A lilac day, a softer you. I see you in that hue, and quietly we knew. Half sweet light upon the plate, sugar caught mid-melt. You stir too long distractedly, your gaze turned out to shore. A boy with oars, a floating scarf, we've seen it all before. The steam curls like a secret, it lingers then is gone, like something almost spoken that doesn't need to dawn. We dance on quiet margins between the sky and stone. Half sweet light and shaded dreams filter through a morning gray. We're here in calm that softly leans against a long lost day. We don't escape, we simply drift like dust in amber haze. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. The sugar spoon remains unused, but glitters just the same. pigeon walks along the rail without a trace of aim. You smile as if you've heard a joke, but keep it for yourself. And I reply by moving slow, no questions ever dealt. This moment's edge is perfect, unshaped and free to fall. Half sweet light on coffee lips and eyes that say too much. We sit between the hum and hush of memory's soft touch. We don't escape, we simply drift inside this muted hush. This isn't peace we tried to find, it simply wandered in. Half sweet light on narrow waves beneath the sky turn mild, and in that light I see your shape and know I've been beguiled. We don't escape, we simply drift like pages gone unfiled. In half sweet light I see you more than any brighter sun. And so we stay, and so we fade. The soft curtain sways to the hush of the street. Mint leaves float in lemon tea, striped awnings shade the day. The boat rocks slow in tender light, like words we meant to say. Notebook open, pen uncapped, a story left midline. Footsteps pass and fade again to let the stillness shine. Beneath the sky so pale and kind, the hours drift like rhyme. Green awnings and mornings fold me into time. No place to be, no weight to lift, just coffee, calm and time. The river speaks in silver streaks and everything feels fine. Lilies bloom in pots nearby, chairs lean on cobblestone. You smile and take a slower sip as if you're not alone. A gull arcs over faded roofs, its shadow glides on glass. We sit as if we've always been within this gentle lapse. Time can wait outside the frame, while here we just remain. Green awnings and mornings pull me from the rush, where conversations tiptoe in and every sound is hush. The river speaks in silver streaks and everything feels fine. Not everything requires a map, some journeys bloom and still. Green awnings and mornings, where all unfolds so slow, and in between the breath and breeze, there's nowhere else to go. The river speaks in silver streaks and everything feels fine. You nod and that's enough for now. We live this silent vow. One morning stretched like velvet out. ripples echo distant thoughts. Painted clouds drift overhead. The table waits with crumbs of scone, 2 mugs still warm with tea. You speak of things in half-formed lines that only calm can see. A heron lands with practiced ease, its wings hush time once more. The wood creaks gently underfoot, like verses from the shore. There's nothing here to chase, just pauses wrapped in lace, floating conversations between the breeze and mind. You tilt your head, I read the signs, in silence is refined. The world can spin, but we remain within this soft design. Trellis vines with tangled thoughts curl round the window pane. You laugh, and in your gentle voice I hear the scent of rain. A sailboat hums in lazy arcs somewhere beyond the reeds. Its rhythm folds into our day, a song the stillness needs. Words fall like petals here, too tender to explain. Floating conversations woven with the light. No answers asked, just space between, where nothing must be right. The world can spin, but we remain within this soft design. And if we speak of dreams or fears, they land as gently as a feather. Floating conversations on warm and idle streams, we navigate by hush and glance inside this shared daydream. The world can spin, but we remain within this soft design. Your hand upon the wooden rail, the calm we never name. And still we float, and still we stay. Soft steps on cobblestone, a hush in the early sun. Petals dance beside my cup, the sky reflected in your eyes. A boat sways gently tied with ropes, time slows where the lilies lie. Steam curls in the morning air, painted doors and paper signs. The breeze that whispers by my ear feels like a tender rhyme. Nothing urgent, no one runs, just the warmth of waking light. Breeze along the canal, rushing hearts like a lullaby. Laughter floats and disappears in a moment passing by. This cafe knows how to hold every quiet note of joy. needs to be complete. The day unfolds like a sail. We just breathe and sip and smile like the boat tied here a while. Breeze along the canal, stirring stories yet untold. Sunlight wraps around us both in this corner calm and bold. This cafe knows how to hold every quiet note of joy. It's not the place, it's the feeling of being still and seen. Breeze along the canal, where even time seems to dream, and the city softens down to a watercolor stream. This cafe knows how to hold every quiet note of joy. A sip, a laugh, a look, a breeze, the perfect peace in between. Little Venice, early June, humming a simple tune. Shadows slip across the page, a day sketch slow in ink. Your journal rests on linen cloth, ink smudged, red thoughts ran free. The willow's limbs dip in the stream like calligraphy in breeze. Barista hums a wandering tune, her rhythm soft and shy. You watch the boats in pensive arcs like commas in the sky. A quiet not for sleeping but for deeply being in an afternoon drawn in ink, measured in brushstroke time. Your eyes trace clouds like syllables that never need to rhyme. Every hush contains a verse we never wrote in line. The sun leans low behind the roof, its angles long and kind. I lean into your quiet mood and let the day unwind. Even shadows here seem soft, as if they've learned to float. The past just trails like gentle threads on every passing boat. You speak in glances now, no need for more than that. An afternoon drawn in ink, unfolding edge by edge. We're writing nothing, yet it stays like ivy on a ledge. Every hush contains a verse, no need to rearrange. This isn't waiting for applause, it's just a lovely page. An afternoon drawn in ink, signed in soft refrain. We write it only by our breath and never once explain. Every hush contains a verse, no rush to reach the end. So let the hours gently pool and let the pen just bend. In ink, in breeze, in now. curtain sways to the hush of the street. Mint leaves float in lemon tea, striped awnings shade the day. The boat rocks slow in tender light, like words we meant to say. Notebook open, pen uncapped, a story left midline. Footsteps pass and fade again to let the stillness shine. Beneath the sky so pale and kind, the hours drift like rhyme. Green awnings and mornings fold me into time. No place to be, no way to lift, just coffee, calm and time. The river speaks in silver streaks, and everything feels fine. Lilies bloom in pots nearby, chairs lean on cobblestone. You smile and take a slower sip, as if you're not alone. A gull arcs over faded roofs, its shadow glides on glass. We sit as if we've always been within this gentle lapse. Time can wait outside the frame, while here we just remain. Green awnings and mornings pull me from the rush, where conversations tiptoe in and every sound is hush. The river speaks in silver streaks, and everything feels fine. Not everything requires a map, some journeys bloom in still. Green awnings and mornings, where all unfolds so slow, and in between the breath and breeze, there's nowhere else to go. The river speaks in silver streaks, and everything feels fine. You nod and that's enough for now. We live this silent vow. One morning stretched like velvet out. Pencil marks across a napkin, words the wind half stole. We scribbled down a lyric line, then laughed and let it go. A robin peered from ivy leaves and dipped its head just so. The boat rocked with the secret tune, a kettle clicked nearby. Your shoes tapped softly in the shade, a rhythm shy and sly. In every glance we share, a question hangs like air. A napkin note, a fleeting quote that doesn't need to last. The best of days are etched in ways too delicate to grasp. Let laughter drift like dandelions, we won't rewind the past. The windows steam, the sun leans low, the scent of cedars near. Your voice is velvet on the dock, it lingers like a sphere. We sip again, the day tilts back as shadows dance and grow. Whatever meaning we might is found in letting go. A glance, a line, a sound. That's all we need for now. A napkin note, a fleeting quote that floats and then is gone. Like songs we hum but never name, still beautiful and drawn. Let laughter drift like dandelions and carry us along. We won't inscribe this into stone. It's sweeter just like this. A napkin note that only we could ever understand. A whispered line, a leaning smile, and touch without a plan. Let laughter drift like dandelions and vanish from the sand. That napkin now is folded neat beside your cooling cup, but I'll remember every word. Glass ripples with lavender light, and boats slide slow and low. Lilac blooms press near the frame, their shadows stretch and bend. You speak as if your voice could float or simply wish to blend. A spoon spins once, then settles still. The liquid amber glows. Your finger traces steam on glass as silence softly grows. The world has edges smooth when seen in pastel truth. Lilac reflection draws the day in folds. You lean and speak in gentle tones, like stories never told. Within this hue, we start anew, where warmth replaces cold. A breeze rolls petals on the path, like notes upon a page. The time is marked in nothing more than drifting scent and sage. The bridge ahead frames moving clouds in picture-perfect rhyme, and everything feels almost paused inside this shaded time. No rush to close the book, just one more closer look. No rush to close the book, just one more closer look. Lilac reflection in every softened face. The world could vanish just like that and leave behind this place. Within this hue, walk away. Lanterns hang in morning hush, pastel walls in quiet grace. A narrow boat with teacups set drifts with patient polished pace. A scent of time, an open book, your fingers trace a line. The kettle hums a gentle tune as ivy curls and climbs. Moments don't need to speak, they glow beneath the shade. These pastel hours drifting slow in bloom, every pause is golden, every breath a room where silence shimmers with soft intent and peace becomes perfume. Painted chairs on timber decks, reflections blur below. Your shadow leans beside the glass as lilacs start to show. The streets beyond feel far away inside this floating day. A sleepy cat curls by your heel as sunlight starts to sway. No clock can measure hush that lingers in this hush. These pastel hours tucked in summer seem the world rewrites itself inside a winding dream where silence shimmers with soft intent and peace becomes perfume. A page is turned, you smile once more, the air tastes like relief. These pastel hours between the dusk and noon are stitched with fragrant threads and hum a tender tune where silence shimmers with soft intent and peace becomes perfume. No need to name the spell we're in, it knows how to begin. In pastel light, we rest unseen. Steam drifts past the window as the rooftops hum below. A breeze lifts linen from the chair, the clatter's soft, subdued. Far chimneys stand like brush strokes still in watercolor mood. Tea leaves curl inside the pot, a story yet to steal. You close your eyes, the silence stretched as wide as waking sleep. Nothing moves too fast, the hours learn to last. Tea leaves and skylines sketch the morning blue. With every pause and every sip, the day begins anew. Let the sky unfold in quiet gold, and time will come to you. Delicate nylon guitar over light river ripple. The narrow boat reflects the trees in glassy symmetry. A dog barks once, then fades again into tranquility. The scent of toast and summer sage, the dock's familiar creak. We let our shoulders fall again and simply choose to be beneath the open hush. Even thoughts slow down to blush. Tea leaves and skylines fold into the light. The world can wait, the sky can turn, but we remain in sight. Let the sky unfold in quiet gold, and time will come to you. No map required to find this peace, just footsteps soft and true. Tea leaves and skylines warming heart and hand. We find our place between the lines where rivers meet the land. Let the sky unfold in quiet gold, and time will come to you. Not every journey needs to move to feel that we have flown. Above the tea, the skyline grows. Mooring Creek, the air stands still, yet something softly moves. Between the boats, the water holds a stillness bright with sound, a rhythm not of ticking clocks, but hearts that beat unbound. You rest your chin upon your sleeve and speak of nothing clear, but still I find you more revealed than voices ever hear. We float not just in water, but in questions left unsaid. The space between the boats is where our stories live, not in arrivals or in ends, but what we choose to give. A world unseen between the seams that only stillness lets us sift. The table rocks, but nothing spills, a balance somehow kept. And in that pause I hear your laugh, half woken, half inept. boats may part, the clouds may change, but here we feel no lack. A floating kind of tether holds and never pulls us back. What's real is rarely spoken, it's found in how we stay. The space between the boats is where our truth aligns, not where the world can see your name, but in these shadowed lines. A world unseen between the seams of gentle passing time. The space between the boats, our sacred silent thread, not caught in nets or written notes, but gently overhead. A world unseen between the seams, where nothing needs be said. We float and that's enough for now, the rest will come in light. The space between the boats tonight.